First of all, happy High School Musical anniversary.
10 years.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, it happens, you know, that's how it goes. But I feel like this, I feel the same way because my kids love that show so much, and then the album and the over and over and over again.
You know all the lyrics.
It's, you know, I mean, it's crazy, but, and for me, really, Grease was kind of like that. When we'd watch that VHS over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Did you, was the Grease movie, are you too young for that, or is
No, I mean, I definitely watched it growing up. I feel like it was always a part of my life.
And you loved it, I would guess?
Yeah, of course, but I was always Sandy. I was never Rizzo.
I was Sandy, too. I was always Sandy.
Everyone was Sandy.
Of course you were Sandy. None of the little girls want to be Rizzo.
No,
they want to be Sandy.
Mean.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Rizzo's like, like a ball buster.
Yeah.
So is that what did you originally want to be Sandy, or did you welcome Rizzo?
I welcomed Rizzo. I mean, she's such an amazing part. Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's tough.
It is kind of a better part, isn't it?
I mean...
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I know, yeah. It's a more, it's got more kind of spunk
Yeah,
to
she's
it.
got grit.
You didn't go to actual high school, did you?
No.
So this is really, for you, the musical in Grease, it's like, that's your high school.
Yeah, I never graduate.
Can you read? Like, do you know how to read and stuff?
I do, and spell.
And spell
Luckily.
things? Yeah, you
Sometimes.
can add, you can do fractions and that sort of thing?
Still working on that, though.
That is a little weird, though, to be playing a school like, you know,
I
some
know.
people go to great lengths to research their roles. You didn't even go to high school for either one of these
I'm
things.
failing miserably.
Are you nervous about the live element, the live television?
I wasn't until today. I was rehearsing today, and we were doing Sandra D, and I stepped on a bench in front of the bed, and it flipped, and I just fell on my butt so hard. I think I'm gonna, like, have bruises.
You know, the worst thing is people, I think a lot of people watch this for that moment. They're looking
it's horrible.
for
It's
something.
horrible. People want you to mess up. You think you're dying, and someone wants you to mess up, and they're like, ah, it's so funny, and you're like, I hurt.
But isn't it, ultimately, don't you win either way? Because isn't it still like, if something happens, and, I mean, provided it's not too embarrassing, it's more interesting that way?
It is. Like, I just did my first Broadway run, which was very exciting, and
So that's good preparation,
Yeah,
sure.
it really was. I mean, I know what it's like to do live theater now. But I had a night where an understudy was on, and she comes out carrying this tray full of champagne glasses because we're about to sing The Night They Invented Champagne. And this glass breaks, and I look at it, and I'm like, do I acknowledge this glass, or do I just continue? And I'm like, I'm gonna continue. And she goes, oh, no, it looks like I've broken a glass. That's all right, we'll share. And I'm like, what is happening? And I look at my co-star, and I see in his eyes he has no idea what we're supposed to say next.
Yeah, right.
Like, eventually we picked it back up, but for those few seconds, I felt like I was literally going to die. Like, just spontaneously combust. And people are like, ah. It's horrible.
Well, yeah, so, well, you know, ad-libbing, you should be the one that throws that curveball to the other actors.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean...
Try to ruin it for them. Like Casey ruined The Revenant a little while earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta roll with the punches.
There are some bad words in the movie Grease, though.
There is. We're honoring the movie, for sure, and it still has that same spirit, because it's a family show. We had to modify a few things.
Right, yeah.
So there's no no wagon.
Yeah, right. I wonder, those will probably have been bleeped here on our show, too.
Sorry.
Even though I heard that first word every 3 seconds growing up, yes. So, have you met the cast members from the original?
We actually have Dee Dee, who played the original Frenchie in our production.
Oh, Dee Dee Khan.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See that?
And she's amazing.
Who is she? Is she playing Frenchie?
She's playing Vi.
Oh, okay.
No, she's not playing
Who's
Frenchie.
Vi in the...
Vi is the waitress who works at the Frosty Palace, who has a scene with Frenchie before Beauty School Dropout. So it's amazing. It's like the generations staring at each other.
Oh.
But she's
Does
so
she still
cute.
have that very
She has
high
the
helium
same
voice? Yeah.
She comes to work the first day, and she introduces herself, and she's like, I brought gum. Does anybody want bubble gum? I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you. And then another time, I'm like laughing, and I'm looking at her, and she goes, oh, you know, that little bit of Frenchie I still have in my back pocket wants to say, you okay, Riz?
It's a very good imitation.
I can die now.
What about Travolta and Olivia Newton-John? Are they involved? Do you know them?
They're not involved. I once danced adjacent to John Travolta at an Oscar party once, but that's kind of the extent of our
Was
interactions.
he doing the Travolta stuff?
Yeah, I was doing it behind him, like
you were,
hoping
yeah.
he'd like pick it up and do it, but I don't think he did.
I think for him that's probably a lot of pressure. I think people want him to dance when he's at parties.
Yeah, you expect it.
Yeah.
You're like, do the disco.
Yeah,
do the disco.
Yeah, everybody gather around and you dance, and then you're
Yeah,
like, oh
didn't
God,
happen.
get me the hell out of here. Yeah. So that's it. That's the closest. Just
That's the closest I've
Travolta adjacent, huh?
Yep.
It's like a real estate listing. Well, it's very good. Good luck. I mean, this is, I love this live thing because you really don't know what will happen.
It's so ambitious.
And you really should do something to ruin it. I really would if I was you. Just some weird little, or some throw
Just
in.
like straight down the barrel.
Go straight down the
never
barrel.
know. You
That's
never
Vanessa
know.
Hudgens. She's going straight down the barrel. Reese Live airs January 31st on Fox. Oh, look at this over there. It's Danny Zuko. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Thanks for watching. It means a lot to me. And if you'd like to take our relationship to the next level, click the subscribe button below. I'll wait for you.